Jon Jones, a name synonymous with mixed martial arts excellence, delivered a night to remember at Madison Square Garden. On Saturday night, the UFC heavyweight champion not only showcased the skills that have cemented his legacy as one of the greatest fighters in history, but also managed to captivate the audience with a performance that transcended the octagon. The evening unfolded like a cinematic masterpiece, with drama, anticipation, and an unexpected twist that left fans and spectators buzzing long after the final bell had rung. The air inside Madison Square Garden was electric, the kind of energy that could only be generated by an event of such magnitude. The roaring crowd of over 20,000 fans had packed the iconic venue, each person eager to witness the highly anticipated clash between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. It wasn't just any fight, it was a battle that many believed would define the heavyweight division for years to come. The atmosphere was charged with excitement, and as the clock ticked closer to the main event, the tension in the air became almost tangible. Among the crowd sat one of the most talked-about figures in recent political history, Donald Trump, the newly crowned 47th President of the United States. Trump's attendance was no mere coincidence. He had long been a vocal supporter of the UFC and a close friend of its president, Dana White. Over the years, his presence at UFC events had become a common sight, and Saturday night was no exception. However, this particular event carried an added layer of significance, coming just days after Trump's historic victory in the 2024 presidential election, where he defeated Kamala Harris in a hard-fought campaign. Trump arrived at Madison Square Garden with a notable entourage, a gathering of high-profile individuals that added to the night's spectacle. Seated alongside him were Tesla CEO Elon Musk, Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., GOP political figure Vivek Ramaswamy, former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, and Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. Each of them brought their own unique aura to the occasion, and together they represented a fascinating cross-section of modern American culture and politics. When Trump entered the arena, the reaction from the crowd was nothing short of thunderous. Fans erupted into applause and cheers, with some chanting his name while others waved American flags and displayed signs of support. It was a moment that encapsulated Trump's enduring appeal among a segment of the American public. Whether one loved him or loathed him, it was impossible to ignore the sheer magnetism he brought to the event. Cameras followed his every move, capturing his trademark wave and smile as he took his seat near the octagon. The night's undercard featured several compelling bouts, but it was clear that all eyes were on the main event. As the fighters prepared to make their entrances, the buzz inside the arena reached a fever pitch. First to emerge was Stipe Miocic, a former heavyweight champion and one of the most respected figures in the sport. Miocic, known for his blue-collar work ethic and stoic demeanor, had spent months training for this fight. For him, this wasn't just about reclaiming a title. It was about proving that he still belonged among the elite in a sport that had grown increasingly competitive. Then came Jon Jones, the reigning champion and a fighter whose name had become synonymous with dominance. Jones's walkout was a spectacle in itself, a carefully choreographed display of confidence and charisma. Accompanied by the pulsating beats of his entrance music, he made his way to the octagon with a laser-focused intensity that left no doubt about his intentions. Crowd erupted as he stepped into the cage, their chants of "Johnny Bones" reverberating through the arena. As the fight began, the atmosphere was electric. Both fighters started cautiously, each respecting the other's skills and waiting for the right moment to strike. Miocic, true to his reputation, looked to close the distance and engage Jones in a gritty, physical battle. Jones, however, had other plans. Utilizing his superior reach and unorthodox striking, he kept Miocic at bay with a series of jabs, leg kicks, and feints that left his opponent visibly frustrated. The second round saw Jones begin to assert his dominance. His movements were fluid and precise, a testament to his years of training and natural athleticism. He began to mix up his attacks, throwing spinning elbows and body kicks that showcased his versatility. Miocic, though clearly fatigued, refused to back down. He pressed forward with determination, landing a few solid strikes of his own that momentarily put Jones on the defensive. Crowd, now fully engrossed in the action, erupted with each exchange, their cheers creating a deafening roar that echoed through the venue. It was in the third round that Jones delivered the moment that would define the fight. After setting up his opponent with a series of feints and jabs, he unleashed a spinning back kick that connected with devastating precision. The impact was immediate and brutal, sending Miocic crumpling to the canvas. The referee wasted no time in stepping in to stop the fight, declaring Jones the winner by TKO. Crowd erupted into celebration as Jones raised his arms in victory. His team rushed into the cage to congratulate him, their cheers blending with those of the fans. It was a moment of pure triumph, the culmination of months of hard work and preparation. Yet, even in the midst of his victory, Jones wasn't finished creating memorable moments. In a move that caught everyone by surprise, Jones climbed over the octagon fence with his championship belt in hand. Making his way toward Trump, who had been watching the fight intently, Jones knelt before the former president and presented him with the belt. The gesture was symbolic, a nod to Trump's presence and his status as a polarizing yet influential figure. Trump, clearly moved by the gesture, stood and shook Jones's hand, the two sharing a brief exchange that was captured by countless cameras. Crowd, already buzzing from the fight, erupted once again. Social media lit up with posts and memes celebrating the moment, with many hailing it as a perfect blend of sports, politics, and entertainment. Commentators speculated about the significance of the gesture, with some viewing it as a sign of mutual respect and others interpreting it as a clever PR move. For Trump, the night was another in a series of public appearances that had kept him firmly in the spotlight since his election victory. His presence at the UFC event served as a reminder of his enduring popularity and his ability to command attention wherever he went. For Jones, the gesture was a way of acknowledging the broader cultural impact of the night, turning his victory into something that resonated beyond the confines of the sport. As the lights dimmed and the crowd began to disperse, the echoes of the night lingered. It was a night that had everything: high-stakes competition, moments of unexpected camaraderie, and a celebration of the unique blend of skill, passion, and showmanship that makes MMA so compelling. For Jon Jones, it was another chapter in a storied career that continues to captivate fans around the world. For Donald Trump, it was a reaffirmation of his place in the cultural zeitgeist, a reminder that his influence extended far beyond the political arena. The story of that night will undoubtedly be told and retold, not just for the incredible athleticism on display, but for the way it brought together two larger-than-life figures in a moment of shared triumph. It was a night that transcended sports, politics, and entertainment, leaving an indelible mark on all who witnessed it. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.